Namaste, hi, hello, good morning. Welcome to today's session. So, today's topic, which we are going to discuss from the chapter Electoral Politics, it is about election procedures in India. The general elections, which are taking place once in 5 years, these general elections are mainly taking place, or uh, these general elections need to follow some of the procedures. So, the procedures which are mainly followed in general elections, which are taking place for local self bodies, state legislative assemblies, and even to parliamentary elections. All these general elections need to complete these following procedures. Under that, today I would like to explain two important procedures. Then, most importantly, before explaining, I would like to suggest and I would like to advise, if you are explaining either in oral form or either in written form, you need to explain step by step, not randomly. Is it clear? So, first procedure, which are mainly followed in general elections, it is dividing the constituencies. Dividing the constituencies. ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಗಳ ವಿಂಗಡಣೆ. The constituencies for various elections, as I told in the beginning, 2 local self bodies, 2 state legislative assemblies, and 2 parliamentary elections will not remain same all the time. So, depending upon the size and population of the constituency, and depending upon the ratio where responsible adults goes on electing a representative, it goes on changing or variation. So, first procedure, under that, constituencies are going to be divided in 2 categories, in 2 types, namely general constituencies and reserved constituencies. So, general constituencies are mainly assuring the provision and opportunity for all the different group of people to contest and participate in the elections. There will be no any such restrictions. It will be in favor of general interest. Then, second category, it is reserved constituencies. Reserved. First one, general constituency, it is Samanya Kshetra. Second one, reserved constituency, it is Meesalu Kshetra. So, reserved constituencies are mainly giving a reservation for particular group or community people to take part and to express their participation and their role in the process of decision making. So here the constituencies are going to be reserved for scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, women. So first procedure, it is dividing the constituency. Under that, two types of constituencies are going to be divided. Number one, general constituency. Number two, reserve constituency. So for these two, I will give you an example. From all the different taluks which we understand present, for every taluks there will be one particular MLA. For example, our surrounding Bilgi, then Bableshwar, Mudhol, Jamkondi. If we are taking the example of these different taluks, so there we are going to notice different MLAs. For example, from Jamkondi, Mr. Anand Namgowda is an MLA. Then from Mudhol, Mr. Govind Karjod is an MLA. Then from Bableshwar constituency, Mr. M.B. Patil is an MLA. From these three different constituency, it's clear that Jamkondi and Bableshwar, they are general, whereas Mudhol is reserved. Govind Karjod is the candidate belonging to scheduled caste, whereas the other MLAs, they are belonging to general. So similarly, Jamkondi and Bableshwar, they are going to be identified as general constituency, and Mudhol is reserved constituency. Then second procedure, preparation of voters list, ಮತದಾರರ ಪಟ್ಟಿಯನ್ನು ಸಿದ್ಧ ಮಾಡೋದು. So preparation of voters list again includes three different categories or divisions. Number one, adding, ಮತದಾರರ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಸೇರಿಸೋದು. Then second one, removing the names, ಮತದಾರರ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ತೆಗೆಯೋದು. Then third one, finalizing the list, ಮತದಾರರ ಪಟ್ಟಿಯನ್ನು ಅಂತಿಮಗೊಳಿಸೋದು. So about this I would like to explain in tomorrow's session. Thank you, and all.